What's up? In this video, it's all about the grip. I'm gonna give you 3 simple things to remember when it comes to proper pistol grip to ensure effective hits on target. So stay tuned.
Yeah, the other teams are moving in the background.
Welcome back, Carlos here with Range 7 Tactical. On this channel, we create content full of useful tips, techniques, and or drills just like this one. So if you want to build and or expand your tactical knowledge base, hit that subscribe button and notification bell to catch all my latest videos. All right, pistol grip, right? This is super important because the better we control our pistol with our grip, the more effective we'll be, the better we'll manage recoil, the better and more effective our shots will be, right? So it just makes sense that we have a good, proper grip on the pistol. Now, there are 3 main things you need to remember when it comes to proper pistol grip. Number 1 is going to be leverage on the pistol. Number 2 is going to be friction on the pistol, and last is pressure, right? Those 3 things make up a proper and effective pistol grip. So let's walk through them one by one so you kind of understand what that means and how to effectively do it. All right, so first thing, as we said, is leverage, right? Leverage on the pistol is nothing more than grabbing that pistol as high as possible, right? As close to the slide as we can. Especially with these polymer guns, right? Every time we shoot, all that mass is going back and forth, and that's what's going to cause it to cant back and forth as you're shooting, right? The higher we get, the better, right? Ideally, right, if we could grab this pistol like this, where the actual movement is, that would minimize all movement, but we can't, right? So the next best thing is to get as high as possible. Now, even a half an inch or a quarter of an inch low makes a big difference. I'm going to demonstrate it here in a minute. Now, quick analogy on this. Imagine that this was a 10-pound sledgehammer and I grabbed it by the bottom of the kind of the grip there, right? How much control would I have over this sledgehammer? Not a lot, right? Because all the mass is up top. Same thing with the pistol, right? Grab that pistol as high as possible so you can manage that sledgehammer moving back and forth, right? I'm going to take a few shots with a good, proper high grip. Then I'm going to bring it down a little bit just so you can see the difference. My grip will be the same, but it's just a matter of changing the the leverage on that pistol. So let me put some ears on, load up. All right, I'm gonna take a couple shots with a good high grip on the pistol. So not a lot of movement. I'm gonna slide down a little bit. Same grip, you'll see the difference. So as you can see, it was significantly higher. I can see it on my sights because my sights were actually coming completely off the target into the kind of sky pretty much when I had the low grip, as opposed to the other one, my sights were coming right back down, staying within the target area, right? So first and foremost is leverage on the pistol. All right, let's talk about friction on the gun, right? That is nothing more than putting as much of your hand surfaces in contact with the pistol, right? Common mistakes I've seen in the past, people do that teacup kind of shooting stance. The problem with that, again, you're not putting as much friction on the pistol as you can. Another common mistake I see, especially with new shooters, is they'll do a thumb full grip, and then they'll do this thumb forward hold, which looks almost okay. The problem with that is they're putting their support hand side on top of their thumb, and they're losing a lot of the friction they could possibly have because now their palm isn't in contact with the actual pistol grip. So in order to do that, just move your thumb out of the way. It creates this perfect little L to place the meaty portion of your support hand side with your thumb facing forward, and just again, leverage applies with here as high as possible, right? A good thumb forward grip as high as possible so I can get as much as my hand surfaces and as much leverage with my support hand as I can, right? So that's a good thumb forward grip. A bad thumb forward grip would be, this has a lot of friction on it, but now I'm not as high as possible, right? So I want to get as much leverage as I can, so bring that support hand side up as high as possible as well. All right, last one is going to be pressure. Pressure on the gun, right? That's nothing more than gripping the gun, right, as hard as we can. That's one of the most common questions I get is, how hard should I grip the pistol? The answer to that is it depends, right? But in general, I recommend grab the pistol as hard as you can as long as it doesn't affect your ability to pull the trigger, right, and get good sight alignment, right? If you're gripping this gun so hard that you can't use your trigger finger, you're holding it too hard, right? Relax the gun a little bit, relax the grip a little bit to get good effective hits. Now, a little tip when it comes to pressure, right? You can kind of cheat the system. Instead of using pure finger strength, we can use a little bit of leverage to kind of apply more pressure, right? So it's called the nutcracker technique. All you're gonna do is you're gonna use your fingers here as a fulcrum, and you're gonna apply pressure, as much pressure to the back of the gun. So with the pistol, it kind of looks like this. I'm gonna grip, same grip as I did before, but now I'm gonna bring that in and squeeze the back of the pistol. What that does is it applies tremendous amount of pressure to this gun, but I'm not squeezing the gun as hard, so I still have good dexterity over my trigger finger, right? So that is pressure on the gun. All right, so that is the pistol grip in a nutshell. Again, 3 things that come into play. It's going to be leverage, friction, and pressure. If you master those 3 things, you're going to have a good, solid grip and effective shots on target. As always, if you found this information valuable, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, as it truly does help. With that, stay safe and train hard.